Namaste everyone, welcome back to Out of the Hood with Hamza, my podcast about struggles, experiences, success stories, and personal development. This episode is coming to you after a really long time because I realized that when I was traveling and stuff like that, it became very difficult for me to find one specific place where I can set up my mic and do it. Nevertheless, I'm very happy to be back with it. This episode is a little bit different. It's a solo episode, and I want to talk to you about a new initiative, something new that I've found to do in my life. Yes, it's the men's circles, a safe space for men to communicate whatever they want, to share and just be open. The idea for this came about actually a few months back because I realized that I was going through my own personal stuff, and sometimes it's very difficult for you to share certain things with your family or your friends or people who are close to you. Sometimes it's because of judgment, sometimes solely and plainly because you're termed to be a man, and a man, he keeps his emotions or doesn't open up or doesn't share, which is a stereotype that's been created, and we're here to change it. We're here to be vulnerable, and that was the whole idea of the men's circle. So the men's circle is nothing but a group of men getting together and just talking about their stuff, like whatever's going on in their life, whether it's relationships, work, business, or anything that they are suffering from, or they need maybe solutions to, or just need a space for them to sort of open up about it, and people to give, like, to understand them and just hear them out, right? It's never like, I feel men's circles are never like, always solution oriented, that you go with the objective of like, this is my problem and I need a solution by the end of it. I don't think so. That's the right concept and the right way to see it. I think it's just to call it a safe space for men to open up about whatever they want to open up, because sometimes I realized this in my first edition and my first session, was that you actually need a zone, a space where they're just sort of comfortable to turn up in the first place. Like, they know that, okay, it's only guys, so all those alphas around them, or like the sigma males around them, just like, being themselves, and that gives them confidence to open up. So that was it. The first edition happened on the 26th of Feb at the park. So we had it in nature because I thought that was the best way to start. Nature in itself is the biggest solution to a lot of things, and it always pushes you to be better and makes you feel safe. So it was actually at a garden, and I had 5 to 6 men who turned up, and we spoke about emotions, vulnerability, insecurities, finding the right high quality women in your life, how to do that, what are people suffering from, just the general stuff. It was great. We followed a certain set of rules that I found online when I was researching about men's circles, and I found them to be apt, wherein it was about like listening with compassion, or speaking the truth, or like respecting the other people in the circle, putting meaning into it, with a particular object, having a talking object to pass around so that people follow decorum. A lot of small nitty-gritties of it that are kind of very important to follow is something we try to execute. It's funny how I make this podcast right now, because just in a few hours from now I have my next circle, and I'm super excited about it because I feel like I'm onto something. Circles like these are very hard to come across, I feel, in a country like India. First of all, obviously in Mumbai you have a lot of people who are very open and want to like sort of break through that glass ceiling, so therefore they're coming to you. But yeah, and initially when I thought of this idea, I was very like, I was in two minds about like whether I should hold the space and do it for the men, because sometimes you have your own insecurities and you have your own issues, and you're always wondering like, am I capable enough? Do I hold that power to help somebody else, and then you go into the thought process, oh, I don't have my own shit figured out, how can I? But I just realized that a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of gurus who do this, it's actually not about having experience and stuff like that. It's about just knowing what you're doing, and more than anything, feeling it. Like when you feel the emotion, when you feel the energies around you, and you know that a particular man in your circle is reacting to it in this way, whether that is opening up, it's showing some anger in him, it's doing that, means it's he's that process has started gradually, and he's slowly going to open one page up of his book, and at the end he's going to be like completely free of whatever thoughts he had, right? So yeah, and it's beautiful how in the first circle, without any kind of prompts, people were like clapping, patting backs, hugging it out, which I think is super. Like, that physical touch is super important in any relationship, whether it's like even two men together, so that empowering handshake or that empowering tap on your hand, or that victory position is so important for the opposite person to feel like they're going or moving in the right direction. So that was very, very beautiful, according to me. So in the first circle, we tried to keep it open. So we asked the question that what's most alive in your heart today, and we asked the boys to open up about it, and we got some really, really amazing and fascinating topics to pick on, like goals, vulnerability, emotions, how men are like expected to do certain things which they should not be expected to do, and stuff like that, and a lot of debates as well, a lot of arguments, which was beautiful to see. Like, sometimes the feminine energy in a man coming out to protect the other side. I was like astonished to see that, and I was so happy that okay, it's working. So yeah, and to give a little more context and information for today's session, I'm planning to sort of hold this one exercise for them, wherein they each write on a paper something that they feel stuck with in their life, like they want some answer to or some solution to, in a way. They don't need to leave with that solution, they just need a new point to think about, is what I'm saying. And they sort of write it on that paper, and then we circulate those papers and like sort of jumble them, and one man picks another paper, like not his own. So he picks the other paper of the other man, and he basically reads it out, and he tries to feel and embody like that point, whatever that man has written, and try to sort of think of his own way, like his own life, and what he would do in that situation. So it stays anonymous in case someone is afraid to share something very intense. At the same time, the other men in the circle sort of promote the right behavior and promote what he could do. So that's one idea I had for today. We also will do the introductions from the beginning. Last time we were very few people, everybody knew their names. There was a kind of like an informal discussion before the session, so people already knew where they were coming from. This time I'm gonna try and do like a proper introduction, person giving out his name, explaining what he does, how he's placed in life right now, etc. And another very important thing I want to share is that this circle is empowering me each day. It makes me think about the things I need to think about in my life, makes me reflect on points like, Hamza, if you have the energy and the power to support so many men who potentially, like, all of them are my friends in a way, so I know them, and be in this situation and do this, a lot of other things in your life is something that you can do without doubting yourself, because self-doubt is something I think everyone faces, whether that's at a very large or a very small level, but the more you do things that put you in that discomfort, I always say this on all the podcasts, that doing whatever puts you in more discomfort will always lead you to a better life, because once you do something that has a lot of discomfort in it, everything smaller than that will be easy to do, and you will do it. The same thing started when I started giving talks and doing sessions on stage. It started with 5 people, went to 15, and then reached an 100 audience. And the day I realized that I can do 100 audience, I knew that the next time I was given a microphone and put in a freaking stadium with people and I had to talk about podcasting, even if I didn't have my facts right, I could do it with a lot of confidence. So that's the point where I'm trying to get. I will be promoting the circle on social media, so if there's anybody in Mumbai, we currently hold these sessions in Mumbai, Maharashtra, India, so if anyone's interested, you can reach out to me maybe through my socials that are available in the podcast links, and you can be part of it. There's a WhatsApp group that I'll add you to, so you can turn up at any of the Sundays. And apart from that, yes, I hope today's circle goes well. I need your prayers, I need your help. Even if I don't, I know it's going to be amazing, because my heart and soul is in it. So yes, thank you so much. And want to share with you that my new course, Podcast Superhero, is going to launch very soon. It's a rupees 299 course that I'm hosting myself, with personalized videos and all the information you need to go from a beginner to a podcaster in maybe less than 2 hours. So when it's out, I'm going to promote it. Please grab it if you're interested in starting a podcast like this. Apart from this, if you want some one-on-one consultation for podcasts, obviously it's charged, but I think it'll be super beneficial, because in a very short amount of time you'll be able to go from idea to execution and then finally launch of your podcast. So that'll be crazy. Other than that, please follow me on social media. I'm trying to make impact, trying to change a few things. I need your support, need your help. Yes, please reach out, and I'll keep seeing you at these podcast episodes. Bye and have an amazing day.